Hello everyone, today I'm excited to finally share one of my bigger house flipper 2 projects. This is my rainbow tiny home or neighborhood community. This build started with one idea: could I fit as many tiny homes as possible into one large lot, and how many could I fit? And I could fit 24, so there's 4 of each color. And I didn't want each home to be the same like floor plans, so they're all individual different floor plans, and I kind of tried to give each one a different vibe, a different flavor, a different theme. And I will go ahead and share, I made like a little Milanote board of all the homes and the floor plans so I could make sure I wasn't going to duplicate anything. So I'll share a little snapshot of that if you want to see how I kind of organized it. This definitely became a bigger project than I originally planned. It took me a couple months to finish, probably well over 100 hours of building, planning, saving all these little floor plans to make sure I was making everything unique. But I had a blast creating it. So get your drink, get yourself some snacks, get comfy, and let's go, starting from our aerial view. We'll go ahead and go down, and then I just want to try and quickly take us through. Since there's 24 homes, this will probably take quite a while to go through. So we'll go ahead and start here with the red homes. So first we have, let's see, Rust Brick Cottage. And this one is a brick themed home in red tones, and you can see kind of a mix of red and cream. So you come in, there's a kitchen, there's a living room, kind of a homey farmhouse feel, I think, with the plaids. And then here is the bathroom. So I gave it just a little double raised vanity, a toilet, little shower, and then you come across the hall, and there is the bedroom. Little kind of, I don't know, country feeling bed. Then it does have a little kind of somewhat walk-in closet. So there's that. So there's red house number 1. And then when you come around, you come to the back. I kind of set them up like each would be like a 1A, 1B on each side. So there's a unit in front and then a unit in back. And then this is the second red home. So you come in, there's a little coat closet by the door. And then you kind of have this weird, like, I don't know, intersection. It's probably like a lot of wasted space there, but I thought it was kind of interesting how they had this kind of plant shelf up above. I don't know, there's the living room, fireplace, it's a little kitchen with an island. It's kind of nice, and it does have a little back door that takes you out to kind of a small little deck. So I put a little barbecue, chairs, and then if you come in here, this is the bedroom. Very patterned in here. I kind of thought that was wild. And then there's a little like alcove that has the washer and dryer. And then you have your little closet. And then the bathroom is in here. Just a real basic bathroom. It does give you the 2 doors though, so you can come in from the hall. So, alright, that's Red House. Let's see, what did I name this one? The Red Petal Retreat. So, alright, let's go across to the other side. This one is my Akane's house or haven. So this one's kind of a more muted peachy tone. As you come in, there's the dining area, living room, little built-in TV moment. This one has kind of a washer and dryer laundry room off the side there. And then there's a built-in place for your fridge. I thought that was kind of interesting on this floor plan. So, I don't know, there's the kitchen. Then you have your bathroom, just shower tub. Why do I always mess that up? Shower tub combo, little sink, toilet, and then here is the master, or the 1 bedroom. Each one only really has 1 bedroom. Very deep red tones. And then their walk-in closet. So I thought this was a cute little cottage. And then let's walk around to the back to the final red home. And this is kind of one of the only ones where I kind of took liberties and did my own floor plan based really loosely on one that I saw. So the magenta drift, I kind of went more towards magenta, which I suppose is really more purple, and then teal mixed in with it. There's a little bathroom with a shower, toilet, a couple couple sinks. And then you can come in here, and this is your kitchen. And then this is just a little like utility. Laundry also could be pantry space. And then up above, you have your little sleeping loft. And then there's a walk-in closet off of that. So, alright, so that's the red section. Red roses, red trees. I was trying to keep all the landscaping color theme-ish as much as one can. So let's go to the orange side. So this one is the Monarch Abode, which I thought kind of had a industrial feel. So it's got this kind of muted orange and gray throughout. So there's kind of your entry with your kitchen. Then you've got your little coat closet by the door. And you come back here. This is the bathroom. So and it's got the laundry inside of it. I tried to make this look as if it was a shower door. Like, I wish we had actual shower doors in the game. Like, House for One has them. And I'm sure eventually they'll put them in. And then this is your bedroom. So just kind of more industrial-ish. And it has its own closet. And okay, and then we go around the side of this home. Oops, got myself turned around. This one I made. I wanted to do kind of a Halloween-y theme. Yeah, like kind of a witch's cottage. The pumpkin wick cottage. I think that's, yeah, what I named it. So this one's got kind of a old English cottage, witch's cottage, I thought. So you come in, there's a big kitchen with a hearth in it and a dining table. And then off of here is the laundry closet. And then over here, there's a little powder room, just a small little powder room. Then this is kind of the living room sunken off the back here. There is a small little kind of access to the back, but there really isn't anything because these are, you know, squished in here as much as I could on the plot, so I couldn't really do much at the back here. Then you come upstairs, and there is your bedroom. It's just kind of sidled into there. And then I did give them a nice closet, so I had fun with that closet. And then they've got this bathroom. So, and it's kind of stuck under the eaves. I tried to build this to look as if it was a built-in cabinet. I don't know. I thought it turned out okay. Alright, so that's this side of the orange. Then we can go over to the other side of the orange. And then this one was, I always wanted to do one of these big A-frame, like log cabins. And I figure brown's part of orange, right? So this can fit in orange. So you come in, little entry with kind of a funny little laundry inside the closet. And here's your master bedroom. Or, well, each of them only really has one bedroom. So there's your closet there. And then this is the full bathroom. So you come in, there's a shower, got a little sink under the eaves, and then the toilet on that side. And then this is the main area which has the kitchen on one side. You've got the living area over here, big fireplace, and then a little dining area. And then this one has a loft, so I made it kind of just a chill hangout place. People have a couple chairs, maybe telescope, watch the stars at night, listen to some music. I don't know. Yeah. Or you could, if you wanted, make that into a bedroom. Kid's bedroom would be cool too. And this one has a pretty nice deck off the back. So you come out here, some furniture. And then the house behind is the Terracotta Retreat, which I thought kind of had this cute vibe. It's like the newer domey roofs. I thought that was fun to use. And then come in, I gave them like a tiny bedroom. Like, this is just a single person living here. So a little bedroom, little bathroom. So everything kind of all tucked in. So you got your laundry in here. And then they've got a little living area and a kitchen with all the accoutrements and a dining area. And then they have a little deck off the back. And since this plot kind of leads onto the street back here, but I didn't want to make it look like the homes were entering from both sides. But yeah, that should hopefully make sense. Alright, so that's the orange section with little pathways. I gave each of the homes little pathways. So let's go over here. This one is Honeywood Home, which is kind of this yellow brick cottage This floor plan I find a little debatable. You'll see, because it's like, here's, you walk in, here's your living room, here's your kitchen and dining area over here, but then to get to the bathroom you have to go through the bedroom. So then you've got your closet here, big closet, and has the washer and dryer in it, but then here's your bathroom. I find that a little odd. Like, that'd be odd to be in your house if you're a guest and I have to walk through your bedroom to get to the bathroom. But, I don't know, interesting, but I thought the floor plan otherwise was kind of a nice one. So that's my Honeywood home. Come down this way, and then this one I went towards more of an olive color, olive yellow kind of thing. So this is the Oribuon. So this one has a really cool floor plan, I thought. And you come in, little coat closet by the door, little catch-all station. Then here's your family room, and then a little dining area, and then your kitchen. I like this kitchen. And then there's a little hall, and here's your bathroom. You have your Tombo, I always mess that up. You have your shower comes this way. I think I got the door to somewhat work on this one. And then you got your sink kind of tucked over there, your toilet tucked over here, and then laundry facilities tucked back there. And then this is the bedroom that goes with it, and it has a little closet space. I don't know, I thought this was a nice floor plan for just being a little one-bedroom home. So, alright, let's dash on over to the other yellow side. This one's kind of got a more urban-y looking. I thought this one was fun. This one I thought turned out pretty cute. This one is Sunbeam Retreat. And this one I gave it more of a modern-y, mid-60s vibe or something, you know, with the rounded furniture. You have the little desk in your living room, and your big wall of windows inside to separate the spaces. And then here's your kitchen area with a little dining table. And this is a little laundry utility closet. And here is your bathroom with the shower, sink, toilet. And then here is the bedroom. Again, I gave it kind of a small, just single bed. This probably be just one person living here. Some bachelor pad, right? Alright, and then let's go behind this one, down the little path. And this one is Hearth Grove Haven. So this one you come in here, here's your little living room area, and then you've got a little dining area. I didn't put a table out, but I think you might be able to fit one in here. I don't know, but you also have the eating counter in the kitchen. I thought the kitchen here turned out pretty cute. And then you've got your little laundry utility closet here. And then the one is your bathroom. So here's your bathroom. And then here is your bedroom, which also has an access to the bathroom. And then here's your walk-in closet. So you come through here, and this one has a little tiny deck, just a tiny little deck off the back. All right, so that's the yellow section. Now we can go to green. There's some pretty nice homes in the green section, so off to the green. So the first one here is the Greenbrier Cottage. So you come in, walk into your living room. Here is your kitchen and your dining area. And then there is a very, very green bathroom with your laundry in it, your shower, your toilet, and your sink. I like that one. It's a little wild, but I like it. I thought it was good for green. And then this again, kind of a little wild for the bedroom, but it fits for the green. And then there's their little closet, and then they have a kind of cute little deck, so I gave them kind of a spot to sit down and eat. And then they also have a barbecue out here. And behind this one I went for kind of a brutalist, which I haven't really tried before. So Verdigris Atelier. Let's come in here. I like this floor plan. This one I really enjoyed. So you got your living room area with your couch and TV, and then a tiny little dining area inside the kitchen. It's a really nice kitchen, I think. And then over here you've got like a pantry, storage, and laundry closet, you know, all of the above. And then here is your full bathroom. So you got your toilet, you got your sink. I tried to make this, you know, here you've got your little shower section with the glass. And And then if you come behind here, you walk upstairs, and then this is the bedroom, which I don't know, I thought this one turned out pretty good. And, you know, you've got your little green, kind of keeping to the green theme. And then I gave them like a little catwalk looking over above to be their closet. And then they got a little spot here where they can sit and look out that long window. I don't know, I really thought this floor plan is one of my more favorite ones. This house turned out to be one of my favorite ones. So now, either way, let's go across. And then this one is the Mint Chip Haven, and mint chip is like my favorite ice cream flavor, so that was the inspiration for this one. So you come up, you got a little seating area here, kind of a cute little porch, and then you walk in and you've got your sink in your kitchen. Here's your kitchen area, little dining spot, and then they've got their living room. I kind of went very cottage core here, and then there's a little utility closet with your laundry in it. And here is your bathroom, very mint chip themed. Do you get the mint chip theme? I really like mint chip. I had a lot of fun with this one. And then here's your bedroom, again, very mint chip. I'm starting to slur my words. All right, and then we come out. Let's go to the green behind. This one is very kind of modern and contemporary, I think, right? It's kind of the style. Looks like a big box though. Midori Heights. So this one, you walk in, there's your living room. You got a little dining area under the stairs, and then a little eat-in kitchen area. Here's the kitchen, all kind of this lime green. And then this is their kind of utilities, laundry closet, and then over here they kind of gave a like storage space, and I just figured, well, this might be your pantry, although it's probably a little awkward that your pantry is not the closer, I don't know, either way. And then there's a little powder room down here, and then upstairs there's a kind of little area with a closet. Then walk in, here's the bedroom, and then there's a walk-in closet in here, and then here is the bathroom, like the full bath. You got your shower, you got your toilet, got a couple sinks. I liked how this one turned out. And then you've got a big, like, lofty area off here. I thought this was really cute. Kind of a nice, doesn't that look really cute? I don't know, either way, I thought it was pretty cute. Alright, so I think that's all the green on this side. Go see the blue. So this one is Soramizu Retreat. This one we kind of came up with the idea of it being a kind of a beachy house, like something out on the coast. So you come in, you've got your kind of little entry area with drop your keys, your coat, your purse, whatnot. And you come in to the main area where you got your kitchen, nice little kitchen, your little tiny dining area, little family room area, and then this is the bathroom. So you got your, sink, your toilet, little shower kind of tucked away there, and then this is the bedroom, which has the walk-in closet, and then bed, desk in the corner. I don't know, I thought this was a pretty cute floor plan. All right, and then we come out and we can go behind this house and walk down here. And this one is one of my more contemporary ones that I really liked. So, Nocturne Studio. I don't know, I thought this one turned out really interesting for the architecture of it. It's very unique. So you come in, you walk in, you got your little kitchen area, little living room. I kind of put the dining room out here-ish, if you will. You can dine out there. And then once you come in, you've got a little closet tucked away with your laundry. And then here is your bathroom. Sink, toilet, shower built in there. And then up these stairs, you've got your little sleeping loft. It's not a very big house, so, just a little space here, but I don't know. I thought this one was really a nice and unique exterior. Alright, and then on this one, Cyan House. I really liked this kind of effect on the window. using all the little board pieces. I don't know, I thought this one was an interesting exterior for this one, so I was very inspired to try and build it into like a mid-century modern style with kind of a cyan blue and orange theme. So I think it worked. You got your kitchen with the mix of those colors, and then here's the bathroom again, mixing all these colors. And then here's the bedroom, which has a little closet inside of it. I don't know, I thought this one turned out successful. There's a little side door, so you can go behind that. And then this is the Aizomi retreat, which I thought this one was kind of inspired by there's this Japanese needlework stuff called sashiko. That was my inspiration for the theme on this house. This thought of kind of being indigo blue with white. So come in, here's your bedroom. They have their little tiny walk-in closet, and then across the hall is the bathroom with the shower in the corner, little toilet, and then you walk in here. You got your main living area with nice big vaulted ceilings, little dining room built into the kitchen here. And then they have a little deck, and I gave them kind of a little water feature off the back of this one. I don't know, I thought this was kind of cute to give them the little water stuff back there. Alright, and then now we can get into the final color, my favorite color, the purple. So we got Blush and Bloom Bower. This one definitely goes for that kind of blushy pink, purple, muted mauve color. So you come in, and there's your little living room, kind of this faux divider to, you know, here's your dining area, here's your kitchen. I used one of the gate fences to make this a door for kind of a laundry closet. And then here is the bathroom, you know, all the expected accoutrements. And then they have a little deck off the back. So I gave them a couple chairs. And then, now this is one of my favorite houses. So this one is my Raven Well Hollow, which I imagine a girl who does tarot and other witchy things lives here, so it's very gothy themed. This one kind of takes after my aesthetic, what I like. So when you enter in, you've got this kind of laundry area, and then turn left, and this gives you the kitchen, which I thought turned out really nice. So, alright, and then we go in here. We've got our living room area. I thought this turned out really cute with the lights and stuff, and then she has an office area which has a couple closets, and then she has a sun deck, which is where she does her yoga in the morning while she gets ready for her day, playing with her plants. And then when we come in this way, you've got the bathroom with typical bathroom stuff, you know, shower, toilet, sink. And then here's the main bedroom, which I really liked this color theme in here. And then she's got a nice closet. So I don't know, I had a lot of fun with this one. Definitely one of my more favorite of the homes here, because that's definitely my aesthetic, kind of the purple. All right, and then this one is Violet Forma, which I also had a lot of fun with. I picked this one for just the exterior being so unique, and I had a lot of fun trying to kind of make it stick to its theme. I don't know, I think I did a fairly decent job. So you come in, here's your main area, kind of a little living room area with a TV, and then you've got this kind of built-in counter dining area off the kitchen, and there's a back door. This is the bathroom. So you got, I like the aesthetic of this one, and then imagine that is a shower door, because we don't really have shower doors. They need people with shower doors. Anyways, and then here is the bedroom with some built-in closet stuff and a little built-in desk. That's where I thought the planters on that was interesting. All right, and then this one does have the back door, so you can go from the back door. And then the final house in my purple section, the painted gable, which I thought this one too had cute, but I really struggled with those dormer windows. I don't know. I think there needs to be a better way to do dormer windows than what I'm doing. So, alright, then here's the main entrance. You got your little living room area, little dining area, you got a kitchen, and then under here there's the bathrooms. You got, all the typical bathroom things, and then here is the bedroom, all the typical bedroom things. And then up the stairs, I gave them just a little artist studio area, so someone's painting, someone's sewing, and maybe sitting and working on some handcrafts. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. So that's it. I thought this one was really fun, trying to make each of the homes unique and kind of give them each different character and flavor, and then doing the landscaping to kind of fit the color tones. So I was trying to keep to like blue flowers in the blue section, yellow flowers in the yellow section, and such, as much as I could fit, since I was basically using more of the plot land for the houses than really doing too much landscaping, which is good, because I still say I struggle with my landscaping. But there it is. I had a lot of fun building it. Hopefully some of this inspires you, or maybe you just like one of the homes like I did. And alright, thanks for watching. Bye!